here today with Mike Stelzner at Mike_Stelzner on Twitter. Thank you so much for being with us here today.
Linda, thanks for having me.
Michael, you are an expert on so many things, but what I'd like you to talk about today is Google Plus and why our readers should be on Google Plus now.
Well, Google Plus is very important because so many people forget what Google owns. YouTube is owned by Google. Google Search is owned by Google. Google Maps is owned by Google. Google Docs, so many things that everyone uses in their day-to-day life. And Google Plus is integrating across all of these different things. So what does that mean? When you're on Google Plus and someone in your friend network plus ones is what it's called, one of your content, it'll show up on the search results. So what does this mean for your business? This means that your content will ultimately be impacted by whether or not you're on Google Plus. It means you'll come up higher in the search engines. It's likely going to have an impact on whether your videos be viewed, and businesses real soon, probably by the time this video is released, will have an opportunity to have their own pages on Google Plus in the same way that they can on Facebook. It's got a massive reach, and it's going to be a force that many people need to consider.
So even if they're getting on now personally with their own real name and not a nickname, which is
Yes.
necessary, then they can at least be learning the system and getting ready for when it's available for business.
Absolutely, and some tips are, even in the same way you want people to push the like button on your website, you're going to want people to start doing what's called +1ing your content, because that is going to have an impact on it being found, not just on the Google Plus network, but across all of it. And the silver lining about Google Plus is they have this little red box that flashes every time there's an update on your Google Plus thing. And with Facebook, you have to remember to go into Facebook, or you have to be emailed. Because Google Plus has got such a ubiquitous platform, people are going to be very, very active inside of Google Plus. And I'm one of the earlier adopters, and I've seen activity on Google Plus that I've not seen on Facebook. So I do think for small business people out there, it's going to be a big deal.
Could you say something about the search on Google Plus and searching for your passion, your specialty, things that you want to talk about, and connecting to people that way?
Yeah. So, search. There's the search engine side of it. Is that what you're asking about?
Yeah. But yes.
So,
if my readers in Kauai just want to follow Kauai, they could search the word Kauai and find out all these people talking about it.
Well, first, if you have a Google account of any kind, you can set up a free Google Plus account. Once you do that, you can become friends. It's called Circles, with different people in Kauai. And then when you do search results, those search results will begin to be customized based on what your friends are also finding of interest. So what you'll find is better relevancy. And you can see how, from a personal perspective, that's quite valuable. But from a business perspective, getting on it early will also help your content to be more discovered as your friends begin to get into the network.
Terrific. Thank you so much for those tips. Is there anything else that you'd like to throw in at the end?
If you have a website or a blog, Google Plus has a free little widget that you can put on there that will allow people to hit that +1 button, and you want to get that on there right away, even if you're not personally on Google Plus, so that those that are can begin giving Google Plus love to your content.
All right, that is very important. And also, if they have a blog or if they're doing anything on social media, of course they should take advantage of the tips on Social Media Examiner.
Yes, thank you.
And we'll have a link to that at the end of this video.
Yes, we're a free online magazine. We don't charge anything, and we come out with really valuable content, so we encourage you to check it out.
Great. Thank you so much, Mike.
Sure.